My dear friends, too often we fall into the habit of narrating every detail of our lives. It tells what we are planning, I understand what we are struggling with, what we are about to do next. But here is the truth. Your life does not need to be explained. It needs to be lived. Because not everyone deserves to know the path you are walking. Some will not understand, some will criticize. That is why words hold a power, and some may even use your openness against you in letters or sounds. When you constantly announce your steps to the inner world, you allow others to place weight. The secret lies not on your journey words themselves. Remember, this energy flows where attention goes. If you spend your energy telling others, but if your tone what is happening, you leave yourself with less power to actually create it. Silence, on the other hand, is a shield. In silence, your focus sharpens. In silence, your growth becomes stronger. Think of a seed. It does not shout from beneath the soil, I am about to grow. No, it stays hidden, protected, and nurtured. Only when it is ready does it break through the ground, and then no one can deny its presence. Your results will always speak louder than your explanations. When you reach your goal, people will see it. When your life blooms, people will notice it. You do not need to prove yourself with words. Let your actions and your discipline and your success become your voice. So stop telling what is happening in your life. You guard your vision. Protect your dreams. Move in silence until your breakthrough is undeniable. Because in the end, those who need to know will see. Not everyone needs to know your journey. Life is a sacred path, designed uniquely for you, and not everyone will be able to understand it. Too often, we feel the urge to share our every thought plan, or struggle with people around us, whether friends, family, or strangers. But when you constantly explain yourself, you open the door for unnecessary opinions, judgments, and doubts to enter your mind. These voices can easily plant seeds of hesitation, and suddenly, what was once your strong conviction becomes clouded with fear. Your vision may have been crystal clear, but the weight of others' perspectives can make it blurry. Every time you tell someone what you are about to do, you also give them power over your energy. Some may respond with encouragement, but many will not. They may discourage you not because you are incapable, but because they cannot see themselves doing what you dream of. Their limited belief becomes a limitation they try to place on you. By revealing your journey too soon, you risk allowing their words to weaken your spirit. That is why it is better to move quietly, carrying your dream in your heart until it is strong enough to stand on its own. Consider how a river flows. It does not announce to every rock and tree how it plans to carve its way forward. It simply moves, silently and consistently, and in time, it shapes valleys and landscapes. The river teaches us that progress does not need constant explanation. It is persistence and quiet strength that transform the world around it. Your life is no different. The more energy you spend proving or explaining your path, the less energy you have to walk it. Protecting your journey means understanding that not everyone is meant to walk beside you. Some people will only see your steps with limited eyes. Others may envy your direction or secretly hope you fail so they can feel comfortable in their own lack of courage. Sharing too much exposes you to these dangers. Keeping your journey sacred, on the other hand, preserves your focus and protects your peace. When you choose silence, you choose freedom from outside interference. Think about the greatest transformations in life. they happen quietly. A seed grows in the darkness of the soil before it rises into the light. A caterpillar transforms into a butterfly inside the hidden space of a cocoon. The most powerful changes happen where no one is watching. Your journey deserves the same sacred privacy. Not everyone needs to see the roots, they only need to witness the bloom. In the end, what matters is not how many people know your story while you are living it, but what they see when the story is complete. The results of your actions will always speak louder than any words. The victories you achieve will silence doubts better than arguments ever could. Protect your journey, keep it sacred, and let the final outcome reveal the truth. Energy flows where attention goes. This simple truth has the power to transform the way you live, create, and grow. Every thought, every word, and every action you give attention to becomes fuel for what you are building. Yet many people waste this energy by scattering it across endless explanations. By constantly telling others what they are doing or what they plan to achieve. The moment you start pouring energy into convincing or justifying yourself to others, as you are diverting focus away from the actual work that matters. Instead of moving forward with strength, you weaken your own momentum. Your attention is like sunlight. If you concentrate sunlight through a magnifying glass onto one spot, it becomes powerful enough to create fire. But when it is spread too thin across a wide area, it loses that intensity. In the same way, your energy can either be focused into creating the fire of transformation in your life, or it can be scattered into the hands of many people who neither understand nor value it. Every time you share your next move unnecessarily, you spread your light thin, and the flame of your dream risks dying out before it even starts to burn. With you, the more you talk about what you are going to do, the more you give away the energy that should be used for action. Often, people who speak too much about their plans end up feeling satisfied with just the idea of achievement. Talking becomes a substitute for doing. They create the illusion of progress by explaining it to others, but when the time comes to act, they find themselves drained. Silence, on the other hand, keeps the energy contained. It allows you to store up the power of your vision until it becomes unstoppable. Think about a great athlete preparing for a championship. He does not spend every day announcing his training schedule or explaining his strategies to everyone. He knows that his energy must be preserved for practice, for discipline, for action. If he were to waste it on endless discussions, he would lose the strength needed to perform when it mattered most. The same principle applies to your own life. Protect your energy by protecting your attention. When you stop scattering your energy into conversations and explanations, something powerful happens. Your focus sharpens. You begin to notice details you missed before. With you feel a stronger drive because your attention is not diluted by distractions. This intense focus allows you to create faster, to grow deeper, and to reach higher. You no longer feel the need to prove yourself with words, because your results will prove themselves with clarity. The direction of your life is determined by where your energy flows, and your energy flows exactly where your attention goes. If your attention is trapped in sharing and explaining, then your energy is trapped there too. But if your attention is rooted in action, discipline, and persistence, then your energy fuels your progress. Choose wisely where you place it. For your future is being built in the silence of your focus. Silence builds strength. In a world where everyone feels the need to constantly speak, share, and broadcast their lives, silence has become a rare and powerful discipline. Silence is not emptiness, nor is it weakness. Silence is the place where your inner voice grows louder, where your energy gathers, and where your mind becomes steady. It is within silence that strength is formed, and it is through silence that strength is revealed. When you stay silent about your plans, you create a sacred space where your energy cannot be stolen or diluted. Silence is like a shield. It guards your dreams from unnecessary opinions and keeps them protected until they are ready to bloom. Too often, people believe that speaking louder, explaining more, and constantly telling others what they are doing makes them appear strong. But true strength is never about volume. It is about consistency, focus, and inner power. And these qualities are always born in silence. Think about the training of a warrior or a monk. Their greatest progress is not made while they are shouting about their discipline. It is made in the quiet repetition of practice, in the solitude of meditation, in the long hours when no one is watching. Strength does not come from noise. It comes from the quiet commitment to repeat the right actions day after day. Silence creates the atmosphere where growth becomes unstoppable. When you choose silence, you also choose control over your emotions. Speaking too much often leads to wasted energy, misunderstandings, and conflicts. But silence teaches you patience. It teaches you to listen rather than react, to observe rather than argue, to hold your ground rather than be shaken by every voice around you. And in that patience, your mind becomes stronger than the noise of the world. Consider the mountains. They do not need to announce their strength. They simply stand silent and unshaken, no matter the storms or winds that pass over them. Their silence is not weakness, it is power. In the same way, when you learn to move in silence, you develop an unshakable strength. People may not see your growth immediately, but when the moment comes, your presence will be undeniable, like the mountain that stands tall no matter what comes its way. Silence also allows your results to speak for you. When you remain quiet about your struggles and plans, people will only see the outcome. And outcomes are louder than words. No one can argue with achievement. No one can deny progress. When you let your work speak instead of your voice, you remove the opportunity for others to interfere or diminish your efforts. In silence, you gather power. In silence, you train your spirit. In silence, you rise stronger. Stop feeling the need to share everything, and stop believing that strength must always be expressed in words. The greatest strength is calm, steady, and quiet, until the moment it is revealed through action. Not all will understand you. This is a truth that can feel heavy at first, but once you accept it, you will experience freedom. Human beings are unique, each carrying different experiences, beliefs, and levels of understanding with you. Expecting everyone to see your vision the way you see it is like expecting someone to read a book they have never opened. They cannot understand the story because they have not walked your path, felt your pain, or carried your dreams. When you share too much of your journey, you invite people into a space they are not prepared to enter. Many will misinterpret your intentions, judge your decisions, or even mock your efforts. This does not mean your vision is wrong. It only means it is not meant for them. What burns inside your heart is often invisible to the eyes of others. You see potential, they see risk. You see growth, they see failure waiting to happen. And if you rely on their understanding, you will quickly lose faith in yourself. The reality is that most people view life through the lens of their own limitations. If they have never dared to step beyond their comfort zone, they will not understand why you are leaving yours. If they have settled for mediocrity, they cannot understand your hunger for excellence. Their misunderstanding is not a reflection of your weakness. It is a reflection of their perspective. When you grasp this truth, you stop trying to convince others of your path. You stop begging for validation, and you begin walking with confidence, even if no one claps for you at the start. Imagine a sculptor chiseling a block of stone. To the outside eye, it may look like meaningless hammering, wasted effort, or even destruction. But the sculptor knows the vision within the stone. He sees what no one else sees. Only when the statue is complete will others finally understand. In the same way, your process will not be clear to most people while you are still shaping your life. They will question you. They will doubt you. And sometimes they will even try to stop you. That is why it is better to protect your journey from unnecessary exposure. Your task is not to make others understand you. Your task is to understand yourself. When you have clarity in your vision, it does not matter if others are blind to it. You do not need their approval. You do not need their applause. You only need the strength to keep moving forward, even when they do not see what you see. And one day, when your results are visible, the same people who did not understand will begin to admire. So do not waste your energy trying to explain the unexplainable. Do not shrink your dreams to fit into the minds of those who cannot grasp them. Accept the truth. Not all will understand you, and that is perfectly fine. Your path was never meant for everyone. It was meant for you. Mystery protects growth. Everything that grows first in a hidden place. Seeds do not sprout on the surface of the soil where everyone can see them. They are buried in the dark, in the quiet, in the unseen depths of the earth. Yet, it is in that secret space where the roots develop, where strength is formed, and where life is prepared for the moment it will break into the light. If the seed were left exposed, it would be trampled on, eaten by birds, or destroyed by the weather. Its mystery is its protection. The same principle applies to your life, your vision, and your dreams. When you keep your journey wrapped in mystery, you give it the chance to grow without unnecessary interference. The early stages of any dream are fragile, just like the tender sprout of a seed. A careless word, a judgmental glance, or a discouraging opinion can easily damage what is not yet strong enough to stand on its own. By protecting your growth with silence and mystery, you allow your vision to develop roots, deep roots, that will hold firm even when storms arrive. The world we live in constantly pushes us to reveal everything. Share your plans, announce your goals, tell your next move. But exposure too soon is dangerous. What is sacred loses its power when it is placed in the wrong hands. People may not intentionally harm you, but their doubts, jealousy, or disbelief can become a poison to your progress. Growth requires protection, and protection is found in mystery. Think of the caterpillar inside its cocoon. That stage is hidden, mysterious, with you, unseen by the world. No one watches the slow, painful transformation happening inside. And yet, it is that very hiddenness that allows the caterpillar to emerge as a butterfly. If the cocoon were cut open too early, the process would be destroyed and the butterfly would never fly. Your life has cocoons too. Times when you must close yourself off, protect your energy, and allow transformation to happen in silence. That secrecy is not weakness, it is wisdom. Mystery also builds anticipation. When you do not reveal everything, you create space for curiosity and wonder. People may not know what you are building, but they will see when the results arrive. And the beauty of that moment is undeniable. What was once hidden suddenly becomes visible, and no one can deny the strength of what has grown in silence. You, protecting your growth through mystery, also trains you in patience. It forces you to trust the process rather than rushing to show proof to others. The strongest trees take years to grow, hidden beneath the soil, before their roots anchor deeply into the ground. Your dreams deserve that same careful time, that same sacred protection. Do not fear the hidden season. Do not feel pressure to expose what is still forming. Embrace the mystery, for it is in that mystery where your growth is safe, steady, and unstoppable. What is hidden now will one day be revealed, and when it is, the world will witness the full strength of what you have become.